you know about Faridabad? Tell me. You were saying you'll tell me a story.
So, I'm from Noida.
Okay.
Sector 15 in Noida. Right? I went to DPS Noida.
Yeah.
And my first girlfriend in life lived in Chamwood village.
Okay.
All right. So
Pretty far from Noida.
And okay, this is a long-winded story. Chalega?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm no game, right? So, and she's a year and a half younger than me. And our whole relationship was we'd hold hands and we'd walk towards the bus stop. So that 15-minute ka journey, right? And then at some point in this, she's like, man, why don't you ever kiss me? Right? So I'm like, huh? Like, baat to theek hai. Right? So with lots of bravado, I was like, I will come to Chamwood village and I will kiss you. All right? So then I took a bus to Badarpur border or wherever this thing is. And then we went to Chamwood village. I'm a Hindu. She's from a very strict Muslim family.
Ooh.
Right? And so now we are in Chamwood village. It's summer, Delhi in June. There's no place to kiss. So we find one stairwell of a building and I kissed her and kind of bolted, right?
You ran away?
No, like a, I'd say 2-second kiss, and it was at the end of the date, and ran. And then at some point she called me up in the evening and she's like, you have to give me time to reciprocate also. It's not like you're not conquering the moon and running off. Like it's a two-way thing. Somebody saw us.
Oh shit.
And so I was getting ready to give my boards. She was, younger. And so her dad made us break up. Right? Now, I was going to college. Life. Right? Many years later, I'm Delhi Belly promote kar raha hu. Now, keep in mind, when Delhi Belly is happening, Imran Khan has just become Imran Khan. Every time we opened the vanity van door, there was just 3,000 chicks going, Imran! Right? Amir is promoting with us, and then there is Kunal Roy Kapoor and me, who nobody has heard of in life at this moment in time. So we're used to going in television interviews where nobody asks Kunal and me any questions, right? So we're doing in one of the Noida channels, and it's like our 18th interview on the run, and the journalists are like, one question for Amir, one question for Imran. Then one of these journalists is like, Veer, when did you come out of your shell? Right? So now Amir and Imran have looked at me saying, what is going on, right? So again, one question for Amir, one question for Imran. And the journalist says, but you used to be so shy in school. And I realized live on the news, this is my first girlfriend.
Wait, is this clip available publicly?
I don't know if it is or if it's not, but we cut to commercial and like Amir turns to me and he's like, bro, like, kya chal raha hai? Have you two? And
this is how you meet again.
And then she came by and we kind of met and hugged, and she put herself through journalism school. She's like a great story, but I didn't realize until the first two questions.
Damn, growing up, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
All these old loves still hanging around.
So Badarpur border is that's my connection.
Damn, I get it, bro. I mean, the contrast between my Faridabad existence and my New York existence so profound also. And I like both of them, frankly. I've come to appreciate both of them. But yes, Badarpur border and Queensbridge is that is the sort of arc that I live between.
Why you're back?
I'm back for now. Yeah, for the next 4-5 years.
Why?
I'll do this. I enjoy this.
I'm like you. I wanted to come back and came back because my stand-up is it's senti, it's emotional, right? And I find myself, if I spend too much time in America, losing feelings. Like, I'll explain. I think Indian people, we've been trained that our brain is more valuable than our heart at a global level. So we will tell you what we think enough early on, and then over the years, we started to progress to a point where now we just tell you what we feel.
What do you mean? I don't know where this is going.
Like, as an artist, I can sit in a meeting in the Hindi film industry or this thing and be like, sir, ye f***l hai. You know what I mean?
Right.
वो सुनाई देता है. Americans never tell you what they feel. What they actually, so everything is, I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's fabulous. That's so great. You're awesome. Look at you. And you never know what the fuck they actually think. And so, if you're trying to write about people, I find like too much time away from India reduces your EQ.
This is a very interesting way of putting it. My supposition was always that Indians, see, no matter how much Indians eventually find a way to hate on comedy, they really enjoy it because that's it's sort of like, you see, roasting, saying stupid shit to each other is either part of culture or absolutely shunned. And so it finds itself in expression when a Samay does a latent or a Carrie Minati release a video. Everybody's like, "Arey, मेरे को भी ये करना है, मेरे को भी किसी को गाली देना है." And so Indians are super nice. We are very pliable, compliant, and submissive, generally speaking, because we're crowds.
Yeah.
Right? And so we have a lot of feelings, but we'll hold them back. But this is also a very interesting take, because you are right. Americans will anything that fits their idea.
I'm just saying politeness is not the same thing as kindness. You know what I mean? Like, it's a routine, but it's actually true. I was on a flight, right? And it was 3 hours late. And then the pilot came out and he's like, "What you gonna do?" Right? and the audience is like, "Yeah, man." And he's like, "Where you headed?" And he's like, "Buffalo." And he's like, "Hey, go Bills." And I'm like, क्या बात कर रहे हो? Like, how have you said 6 things and said nothing at all? You know what I mean? Like, that is the definition of American conversation sometimes. Oh my God, look at you, you have a good one. No, and nothing is being said. Nothing. In Mumbai, the pilot would come on and be like, "That's it." That's it. And सबको समझ में आ गया कि हाँ,
it's a thesis,
right? लग गई है, we are late, and accept it as it is.
It's a PhD level thesis in intersocial dynamics.
That's it. But also, I think like with Indians, context is everything, and with comedy, context is everything.
Right.
Like if you Samay and all of that stuff, it is, if you know what latent is and you know what kill Tony is,
right,
then that's the telling of it, and you buy in with that. It's when you don't establish the context of what that is and feed that to some guy without context, then he has another contextual take on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with comedy, context is everything. The comedian tells you, the telling of what you should believe, the telling of what you should think they actually mean, the telling of whether you think they're being genuine or not, that is half of it. Anthony Jeselnik has a great bit where he's like, comedy is getting away with it. Dark comedy is just getting away with it. You know, it's you saying something horrible, but you've set the audience up to know you're not this person. You don't believe all of these things. Now, suddenly, if you take a Jeselnik clip out of context, and I don't know who Jeselnik is, and you put it online, I might believe that he believes those things, and then I have a different take on the guy.
Yeah. Spot on. Very interesting.
You know, so the pre-context is everything for comedy. Which, you take something behind a paywall and you put it up there, nobody gets that pre-context.
Yes. Right.
You know?
No, I think with this latent situation, bro, I've been saying this to a lot of people. I don't know if I've ever said this on camera. I put it like this, a pre-40 and post-40 divide. A person over the age of 40, their morality is inhabited by what's good for my kids. And it's a very different morality from what's good for me.
Yeah.
A 38-year-old whose kids are not 4 or 5, who cannot understand the internet, be like, "Arey yaar, main ye dekh ke manunga thodi." So they won't get offended. But a 45-year-old whose kid is 8 is like, मेरे बच्चे ने अगर ये सुन लिया तो वो क्या सोचेगा? And so you know for yourself you will not buy into this.
Yeah.
But you are worried for this naive younger person, and that naive younger person might buy into it, so you're offended on their behalf.
Well, I mean, sure, that's the theme of like an adolescence, for instance, or like adolescence is about what happens when a young boy buys into the Andrew Tate-esque manosphere of the world, and how that can impact a young man, etc. Right?
बॉस, अगर आपको हमारी इंटरेस्टिंग कॉन्वर्सेशंस पसंद है तो आपको पता होना चाहिए हम एक्सक्लूसिवली अवेलेबल हैं स्पॉटिफाई ऑडियो ओनली प्लेटफॉर्म पर भी। आप चलते हुए, ड्राइव करते हुए, ट्रेन में, सफाई करते हुए, वर्कआउट करते हुए, बातचीत करते हुए हमें सुन सकते हैं अपने कानों में स्पॉटिफाई पे। द लिंक इज इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन, प्रेस इट, सब्सक्राइब टू अस ऑन स्पॉटिफाई।